Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. It's about 6:30, and we're taking Project Miata back home to Edin. So figured I'd get a little footage, let you guys see it one last time before we do it. My wife, she's waiting on me out here. She's gonna follow. Hold on. A little chilly this morning, but I'm gonna make the attempt to get this to St. Pete. It's about an hour away. Should be an interesting drive, and I think I'll be just fine. The car's running good, and we're gonna do that. So stay tuned, guys. I'll bring you some of this. Well, boys and girls, it happened. It died. I made it to the gas station, put gas in it. It had a half a tank of fuel, and was fine. I was cruising down county line here, and car died. Just died. Check engine light came on, it sputtered. Check engine light came on again, it sputtered. It died. And I rolled into here to there. Now I was able to start the car, ran great in neutral. But as soon as I would put it in first gear and let off the clutch a little, it would die. All the lights would come on and it would die. Totally cut power. So I guess I have work to do. Right now the car's completely dead and won't turn on, so that's fun. And yeah, why? So yeah, Ron's on his way with the truck to pick me up, and with the car trailer, and we're going to bring the Project Miata back home. So yeah, that's where we're at. I got a feeling I'm putting a clutch in this thing, but we'll see. Edin said he had a guy put a new clutch in it. I know I've got throwout bearing noise. I've had that since I got the car. It's a little crunchy going into gear. I've never driven a Miata, so I don't know if that's just a thing for Miatas. But yeah, a little weird. Definitely related to that clutch pedal though, for sure. So I got to dig into that. Because it'll literally sit here and run in neutral, and I can rev it up to 6,000 RPMs. It runs perfect. Idles perfect, does all the things. I took the plug wires back off and put them back on. Made sure they were tight. They were. I don't know. So, but as soon, and the car was running perfect. But as soon as I go to put it in gear, I need to check my charging system. His battery might be shit. That could be a thing. But I put a new alternator on it. But if the battery was bad, it wouldn't charge, no matter what. Maybe we start there. We'll test the battery and see what happens. Throw it on the charger and boil that bitch and see if we can't get it to come back to life. And if not, we'll go get a battery. It's odd that right now there's no power to the car. It's completely dead. Because it was running, and I had it running, and I turned it off, and now it's completely dead. So the only thing I did was drive it about 5 miles and put gas in it. I was in 5th gear at 50 miles an hour going down that road. So I didn't touch the fuel system other than to put fuel in it. Never touched it. I didn't touch the transmission at all. Suspension wouldn't do this, right? Ignition could, maybe, but it's got new plugs, new plug wires, new coil pack, all of that. So I'll test for spark, and I should have spark. I don't know. The whole ignition system's new. Key works good. I don't know. It was driving good. It was doing everything like it was when I was driving around the neighborhood. Just died. Check engine light, sputtered. Check engine light, sputtered, died. Threw it in neutral, rolled into here. This is literally the sequence of events. I got it to right there, and from there, I could start the car, fired right up in neutral. But as soon as you put it in gear and let off the clutch, dead. Weird. So we're gonna have fun with this one, boys. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. It looks like we're still working on my Project Miata. Stay tuned. Welcome back. All right, so let me explain what has happened here. So obviously it's on the trailer. It's back at the house. After we last spoke, I got back in the car, in the Miata, and tried to start it, and there was absolutely no power, dead, okay? Nothing, not even a tick. When just seconds before it started, it ran good. So, I thought that's weird. So I popped the trunk, and the battery was smoking. Sometimes cars speak to you. So, I didn't have any tools. Note to self, take tools to unhook the battery. So I left the trunk open, and it was just smoking a little bit, like steaming, white, you know, just enough. And it was foggy. I mean, you could barely tell, but hotter than hell. Battery was just hot, and so I left the trunk open and walked down to the street to flag Ron down so he knew where I was, and to get the hell away from it in case it blew up. And pulled everything out of the trunk, and which wasn't much. And yeah, so we're back. Got the battery out of it. Ron brought tools. Batteries, let me show you where the battery's at. Battery's in there, just in case she decides to be a dumbass and blow up. You can blow up in a big metal box. And the Miata's back. I've started unhooking. So what we're gonna do is let the battery cool off. I'm gonna take it to O'Reilly's, have them test the battery. And in the meantime, we're gonna jack it up and we're gonna check. So all the grounds and the wires, because funny enough, there's a red cable, which you would have naturally assumed to be positive. It's not, I don't think. It's running to a grounding distribution block in the back here. That was running to the negative on the battery, which I know a lot of you are going, you got the battery hooked up backwards. I don't think we do. This car pretty much caught on fire at one point with Edin. Same problem, and it burned up the battery wire. So we had the mechanic who, the same guy that didn't bolt everything down, that guy, the same guy that put a clutch in it, which, you know, God help us, ran a new cable from the starter back. Now I need to get up in there and see what the hell he actually did. Check my grounds, check everything, make sure I have a good battery. Pretty positive the alternator's charging, and since it's brand new, and it is hooked up correctly, and just kind of ABC this thing and make sure we're not going to catch on fire and die, and kind of go from there. So I'm going to shut up and get that strap off, get this off the trailer, and get it into the driveway and start figuring this out. So there's still hope of getting Ed in his car today, maybe at some point, but we shall see. But we were going to work on the Chrysler today, but you know, you see where that's gone. So yeah, here we go. The rate we're going, the Chiefs will win the damn Super Bowl. So, you know, it's just where we're at. So anyway, stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, found our problem, or one of the problems. This car basically caught on fire once before. And he had a guy put in a new negative cable, which is red, which is great. So we're going to tape this up and make it black. But the
other challenge is the positive cable that goes all the way to the starter is just cooked here. And if you look back in here where it goes to the floor back there, and let me take you into the car and show you a couple things. Hold on. Gotta get my big old ass down here. Okay, so we definitely had an issue right here. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Let me get under here a little better. Sorry guys, I know I'm killing you. So right here, for sure, you see it there? That was rubbing right here, right up in here. Okay, then it comes down, and I found this, which is equally as not helpful. That was rubbing through here on the drive shaft. So every time the drive shaft would spin, it was hitting the positive cable here, because this was hooked in and over like that and was melting it. So I'm gonna cut this cable off, and I'm gonna run my own with new loom all the way from the starter back up through here and try not to die. So that's what we got, guys. Sorry, I'm laying on the ground upside down. But that, I think, is definitely a large problem that we need to fix before we die. I'm going to run this better and make it tight. I'll use some of the factory connectors and stuff if I can, and see what we can get done. But yeah, this was going to get him killed. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys. Welcome to the nightmare. So this is the positive battery cable out of the Miata, minus about a foot on this end up to the starter, minus about a foot and a half on this end. So what we did, show you some of our highlights here. That right there just burn up all through there, was burn up all through here, just shot. It was burn up here. Look at that. So, garbage. Big red wire here is 1 gauge. We're running from the starter all the way back into the trunk. Now the ground wire here, we're going to tape this sumbitch black, because this is just stupid to have a red one on the ground. And yeah, ground should be good. We're going to clean it up and everything. The battery was bad. We boiled the battery, so had to order a new battery. It'll be here at 3:30. So yeah, we're another yeah, if you ever have to buy this wire, it's not cheap. You buy it by the foot. I think it's $9 or $10 a foot. I needed 15 feet. So probably didn't need 15, probably needed more like 12, but I didn't want to be short. So yeah, that's where we're at, guys. So stay tuned. That's what we're doing now. Old wires out, new wires getting ready to go in. Ron's getting the solder gun figured out. We got the end to put on here to put on the starter. Back here we're going to crimp on a new end. I also got the little red and black spongy whatever covers, protectors for the terminals. I got the battery terminal, whatever the hell it is, grease, whatever we need to do to just not die in this car. It's kind of what we're going to try to do. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to make sure that we actually put this on in a way where it doesn't touch the drive shaft. That's fun. And try to kill us. Or Edin. So that's what we're going to do. And I'll bring it to you here in a minute. Now I will tell you, old Chrysler's looking good. It's the first time it's been out, right? You know, where you could actually see it.
I'm starting to really kind of fall in love with this car. We're gonna play with this here the next few days. Got Big Ron's 40. We got Tony's badass scooter. We're winning. We did, you know, just because we're who we are, we left the car trailer hooked up to the truck just in case I don't make it tomorrow. You know, who can come pick me up off the side of the road if the car hasn't burnt down. So, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really happy that this happened to me and not Edin. It was very bizarre how it all went down. You guys heard me talk about it. I'm not gonna get into that again, but to then find the battery smoking. The battery's still hot, by the way, and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This happened about 8:30. So that tells you how hot the battery got, because it just shortened out. I mean, the positive cable's just cooking. So, really happy that we figured this out. I know it sucks. I know it costs a little money to fix. But at the end of the day, I'd much rather Edin be safe and not die in his car, or it catch on fire and, you know, that would just be fucking terrible. Battery explode or something stupid. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's what we're doing. Bad cable out, good cable in. We'll be back in a minute. Stay tuned. I'll bring it to him when we get it all done. Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. We got her fixed. It was a struggle, but we got her fixed. I took her on a ride out here to Pine Island. And I'm on one of these back roads, and she's running good. I put about 20 miles on her, and battery's still cold, normal. Battery cables are normal, no weird lights and noises. I think we got it. It was that positive battery cable from the starter all the way back to the battery. That was the issue. We cleaned up the grounds, and here we are. But I wanted to share something with you here. Check this place out. Look at that thing. Just sitting here in all her glory. Zoom out a little bit. I just got some shots of her with the sun going down out here. Just absolutely gorgeous. It's probably 75 degrees. Beautiful sunny day. Love Florida. But Project Miata, Ed and Buddy, I think I might be bringing her to you tomorrow, the next day, whenever you're around. So stay tuned for that. Got a little moonshot up there. She's doing good. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up here. Hope you guys had a great night. Go Eagles. Not an Eagles fan, but at this point, anybody but the Chiefs. And I'm gonna go watch the Super Bowl and call it a night. Tomorrow we, hopefully, if everything goes right, we'll be working on the Chrysler 300. So in the Apache. So we'll see where that goes. Stay tuned, guys, and I hope you have a great night. Please like and subscribe.